Well, new tonight, power failure. We Energies have been working around the clock to restore the power to homes without any electricity.
But the bitter cold is frustrating for those without power. Fox 6's Mike Lowe is live with more. Mike?
And Kat, I'm going to go with at least 7 R's in Burr, one for each degree it is outside right now. And you can imagine in these bone-chilling temperatures, being without power is something of an endurance test. So tonight we spoke to some people who have been without power for more than a day. The snowstorm blew in with enough bluster to bring down power lines across the region. At one point, 29,000 customers were without power. Overall, some 50,000 lost electricity. Crews worked around the clock to restore it. But by the time the sun went down Thursday, so did the temperatures to near zero.
We're dealing with a lot of cold.
But there was still a spot on Hawthorne Road in Mequon.
It's really terrible.
Where crews were working away. And residents had christened the neighborhood with a new name.
Hell.
Hell minus the heat. That is, Barbara and Mark Charlton have been enduring the Arctic air with no power since early Wednesday morning.
Fortunately, we have a wood-burning stove in our house, so that's keeping us a little warm in a couple of the rooms.
The Charltons slept on the couch near that stove, wearing winter hats in their living room.
Flannel sheets and down blankets and lots of layers.
We're riding it out. We're not going anywhere.
Next door,
Slept through it last night, but then we went to different places to shower, like the Y.
Dennis Cruz was dealing with the same situation.
Basically, our power's been off since Wednesday at 4 o'clock a.m. in the morning, and here it's nighttime on Thursday, and we don't know when the power will be coming back on, but no water, no heat.
The little power he has is coming from a generator in the garage behind the electric door.
Get the door open.
Back at the Charltons, they had a generator too. Barbara's keeping it all in perspective. She says it's better to lose power in the bitter cold than the summer swelter.
Our house is about the temp of a refrigerator, so right now it's not too bad.
Don't expect Mark Charlton, though, to curl up with a cup of hot chocolate after the ordeal.
A cold adult beverage after this is all said and done. You just roll with it, basically. You know, there's people worse off somewhere, I'm sure.
Now, those folks in Mequon had their power restored at about 7 o'clock tonight. And according to a We Energy spokesman, there's only about 100 homes right now in the entire region that have no power. Of course, crews will be out there around the clock until that gets done. They say most power should be restored by midnight tonight. And We Energies also wanted us to point out tonight that some 55,000 customers have had their power restored within the last 48 hours. So quite a feat there by the guys who work for We Energies, working up on those poles in these bitterly cold temperatures. Reporting live tonight in Brown Deer, Mike Lowe, Fox 6 News.
Yeah, that's a little bit of good news. Thanks, Mike.